Come on.
Deep in the forest of Albion lay the small town of Oakvale, unchanged by time and untouched by the sword. Here lived a boy and his family, a boy dreaming of greatness, of one day being a hero. Sometimes he imagined himself as a noble knight or a powerful wizard. And other times he dreamt he'd be an evil warrior. But in all his dreams of greatness, he could not possibly imagine the power of the destiny that lay before him.
Come on, wake up. Daydreaming again, were you? Just like your mother. Mind always wandering. Well, let it wander off to find your sister, will you? She's out playing by the Barrowfields gate. Remember, you haven't given her a birthday present yet. Don't tell me you forgot to get her one. Well, I'm not bailing you out this time, son. I tell you what, I'll give you a gold piece for each good deed you do around Oakvale. That should be enough to buy her a present. Now, get moving and stay out of trouble.
I've lost her stuffing needs changing. She's a lovely little foe.
What if you're...
What? I was just, I've never even met this woman. Who is she? Look, Sonny, keep your mouth shut about this, right? My wife's at home with our little ones, and I'm supposed to be working. But a man should be entitled to do what he likes, don't you think? Tell you what, if you keep this little secret, I'll give you a gold piece.
Take his bribe? Let's see here. Good. No. Red. Yes. Good. No, I won't take his bribe.
Just don't tell my wife. Oh, come here, my little sand goose.
You're so romantic.
You're so romantic. Controls. No. Come on, camera. Stop being a douche. Oh. Okay. So it inverts. Oh, that's dumb. There, okay.
Where's that filthy layabout husband of mine? With some woman I run his house, bring up his children, and what do I get in return? Nothing. If you find him, let me know.
Let her know or not? Don't.
Off with other women if you do see him.
Honestly, where's that good-for-nothing husband of mine?
Oh, thank God. I've got to, you know, answer a call of nature. Just stand between I'll put a good word in for you when I get right. Won't be...
My cousin says that the barrels in these warehouses might have stuff in them. Quick, while he's away. Smash his barrels up and see what's inside. Unless you're too scared. Unless you're just a big blubbing girl.
Smash him or not? Smash him.
Come on, let's go and break stuff. Yeah, smash him up! Isn't this more fun?
Yeah, we'll just stand right here.
That's more like it. What's that for?
I didn't do anything.
Excellent, thanks. I'll let your dad know.
I performed a good deed after smashing his shit.
Stupid little idiots. I want more pocket money next week.
Get him off! He goes around the tap, but you look strong.
What do you want? I'm just dealing with this brat. He was irritating me, playing with my sister and her stupid teddy bear. Now he won't give it to me, just because I said I'd rip its stupid head off. I told him if he doesn't do what I say, I'm gonna make his life a misery.
Beat up the kid or beat up the bully? Ah, crap. Beat up the bully.
What you did, it hurt! I'm sorry, I'll leave him alone. Just please don't hit me again.
Thank you. You stopped him good. Thank you. Here, I'll let you look after Rosie. She'll be safe with you.
Look, there's a little... Right, got you, you little ruffian. I've heard reports that you've been doing bad deeds. Destruction of a person's vendibles. Violent conduct towards a person or persons without guard's permission. That sort of behaviour is not acceptable. If you were older, you'd be apprehended and fined by the town guards. You need to decide if behaving like that is worth it, my young friend. I'll leave it at that for now. But think about what I've said.
He seriously not have any eyes? I don't think he does. He does, and they don't have any eyes. That's funny.
Come on, Rose.
Yeah. Okay. That I had to do.
There's something different about that boy.
Squeal on the guy or not? Ah, crap. Dropped the coin. Squeal on him.
Where's that filthy layabout? With some woman. I run his house. If you find him, let me know, won't you? You have? Thank you, young sir, for telling...
It's real fun grabbing, taking his bribe, and then telling his wife anyway. That's always fun.
You filthy swine! I ought to chop them right off.
Come back to gloat, have ya? You've got some nerve.
Well, if you think I'm going to cook and clean for you while you're out having a good time with your stumping,
Let's see here. I need 5 pieces, I know that.
I'm a man of my... But if you think that I'll turn a blind... Look, try to... Well, I think you may have enough.
Do I? I thought it took 5, not 4. Yes, I am playing it on Xbox One. How you doing, Walker Cornwell? I'll just call you Walker.
Hello, lad. I'm some little girl I saw, and it seems it just so happens that I have guaranteed to put a smile on.
Oh, it's only 3 pieces. Okay.
Young sir, they are yours.
Yeah.
That boy don't know the difference between right and wrong.
Punch the guard or no? No. It's really funny to do that though.
Hello, little brother. I hope you haven't forgotten what day
I
it
love
is.
picking it up. Yeah,
like you
it's.
did
I
last
love
time.
the Fable games. They've
I'm
always been
sorry
really
if I
fun.
woke you up last night. It was another of those dreams. I was standing in this field when something happened, but I can't remember what. Never mind that though. I'm still waiting for my present.
Yeah, I'm planning on doing all 3 games.
I knew you were going to bring me chocolates. It's just like my dream. Come on, let's go home. Mother will be back for my party any minute now.
They just made Fable Anniversary backwards compatible today, which is why I'm playing it.
Wait, there's something wrong.
Bandits!
They had the 2nd and 3rd one backwards compatible forever, and they just finally made
It's
Fable
really
Anniversary
happening.
backwards compatible.
They're here. You've got to hide.
That hasn't stopped them from making fucking almost every Call of Duty backwards compatible. Except for Classic and the Modern Warfare trilogy.
Got one!
I just don't see the kid standing there.
Evil had come to Oakvale. Bandits wielding torches and steel, slaying and burning all in their path. Blood-red flames lit the night as the villagers screamed and begged for mercy, and soon their bodies filled the streets. Then the raiders reached the last house where the boy and his family lived. It was them they had slaughtered so many to find. The father fought to protect his kin, but he was no warrior and fell mortally wounded. The bandits ripped the house apart, but could not find the boy. Through torture and threats, his mother and sister remained silent, and their furious attackers took them both. From the nearby woods, the boy watched as all he knew was taken away. His whole life was crushed to ashes. He was alone.
Alright, come on. Alright, let's do this. Time for fake crying. I love the oversized gloves he's wearing. That's so funny. Alright, well, thanks for stopping by, Walker. Have a good one.
We must leave. It's not safe here. They're all dead. You don't want to join them, do you? Then give me your hand.
Yay.
I thought you'd have a stronger stomach than that. Come on. Save your energy, boy. It's not me you want to fight. You might not realize it, but I just saved your life. There's nothing left for you in Oakvale. And if you'd stayed, you'd be as dead as the rest of them. Come with me. My name is Maze, and I'm the head of the Guild of Heroes. You must have heard of it. You'll find nowhere safer in all of Albion, nor a better place to call your home. And if it's vengeance you want, you'll need the training only we can offer. Here we are. I'll introduce you to the Guildmaster. He'll be your guide from now on.
I don't miss this about Fable, loading every single time something happens.
I have a new student for you. Put him in the dorm upstairs, with the girl.
You don't look much like hero material to me, but Maze knows what he's doing, I suppose. Well, follow me then.
Just stop and turn.
You'll be sharing this room with Whisper, one of our brightest young pupils. She's playing in the woods right now, but you'll meet her in the morning. For now, you should get some sleep. Your training starts tomorrow.
God, that fake crying. Ta-da! Sun's up.
It's time to wake up. You must be my roommate. Shorter than I expected. My name's Whisper. I've been here for a month. Had the room to myself till now, too. But that's all right. You know you talk in your sleep. Sounded like a bad nightmare. Happens to a lot the first week. Some don't even last that long. You won't either if you don't get moving. The Guildmaster is waiting for us in the map room. You don't want to be late on your first day. Follow me.
Alright.
Looks like the Guildmaster got tired of waiting for you. He's probably at the training grounds across the river. Let's go!
Apple.
You've finally prized yourself from your pillow, I see. All right, lad. It's time to see if you've any potential. Get in the ring. Now then, I want you to hit that dummy as hard as you can. Just keep going till I tell you to stop. Not making much of an impact there, are you? Here, try with this. Ah, now that's more like it. When you destroy an enemy like this dummy, it drops an experience orb. These orbs contain the knowledge gained from killing the creature. It's very important that you collect these orbs, or you won't learn anything. Now pick it up. Well done, lad. Now then, tomorrow we'll... That's the guild alarm.
Sounds like there might be something loose in the woods.
This is a good opportunity to test your spirit. I'll wait for you at the Guildwood's entrance while you deal with the problem. Once you're done, we can talk about starting your training.
Sounds like there's something loose in the woods. Let's just assume it's not deadly enough to kill a small child.
Listen, I have to make an apple pie for the guildmaster at the end of the week.
But I can't find any more red apples. I only need another 4.
If you find enough, can you...
I hope I find more apples. Nope.
Oh, please.
Oh, please. Apple. Yeah. How do you sheath your weapon? Don't remember. Don't remember how to shoot my weapon. Cycle, ranged attack, melee attack, flourish, interact. Movement. Target lock on, arm. Shield, lost weapon, armed. There we go. Got it.
Good work, lad. Those beetles can be a damn nuisance. Here, I think you've earned yourself some pocket money for that. If you want more gold, I'm sure the servants could use your help with something. Or you can get an early night.
Continue or not? Yeah, continue.
The guild was now the boy's life. The memory of the Oakvale flames still scorched his mind, but soon he had no thought other than training, and he became stronger and more agile with every passing year. His days were filled with grueling exercises, the nights with study in the library. Finally, he was ready to become a guild apprentice, just as Maze had foreseen. The real training was about to begin.
Get out of bed, lazy bones. We were supposed to meet the guildmaster on the other side of the river. But that was an hour ago. We better
You're just
get
now
going.
getting me up, bitch?
Race you there.
Ah. Get stuck in the doorway. Ah. Ah. A?
Late again? You do seem to have a problem getting up, lad.
Guildmaster, a
You can
powerful
put that
man.
old stick away. We'll begin training with real weapons now. Get used to the weight of this sword, and let's see if you can hit Whisper with it.
Yay.
Come on then. Let's see what you've got, farm boy. Oh, lucky shot.
Fuck you, bitch.
Now pay attention. What I'm about to teach you could well save your life one day. The life of a hero is a dangerous one, and you must learn to block your enemy's attacks if you expect to live long. Whisper will try to hit you, but you can block her attacks with your sword. Not all blows can be blocked, but you should be able to handle anything Whisper can throw at you.
You can't stop me every time.
Don't let her attacks through, boy. Well done. Now let's see if you can combine attack and defense. Ah, hello, Thunder.
Hey,
Come to check
fucking
on
bastard.
your sister's progress, have you?
You could say that. Whisper told me you've got her training with some farm boy.
Maze thinks the boy has great potential.
Enough to keep up with my Whisper. Ha!
Well, why don't we see? Whisper and the boy are just working on their melee skills now. All right, children, let's see who has learnt the most in their training. This will be a no-holds-barred duel, just like your final melee test. Prepare yourselves.
That's all wrong, Whisper. You need to practice more. Shame you couldn't see me fight in the arena. You might have learned a thing or two. Keep training if you want to go there yourself one day.
I could have beaten him if you hadn't stopped us.
We have few enough heroes as it is, without the two of you tearing each other apart in training. Speaking of which, meet me as I make my way to the archery range, when you're ready to continue your lessons. Oh, and about your melee performance? Excellent. Fight like that in your melee exam and you'll do well. Then meet me by the archery range to continue your training.
Guildmaster, a powerful
Powerful
man.
man. Is there a way to freaking change the camera? There it goes. Oh well. Oh. The fuck did I change? Yeah, well. That's how I want it,
ready
so.
for your arch? Let's continue our training with the bow. To
Yay.
begin with, see if you can hit the 3 stationary targets. And put some effort into it. The longer you pull back your bowstring, the more damage you will cause. But make sure you stay within the circle. Well done. You hit all the targets.
Yay,
Unfortunately,
me.
most foes don't stand still. So let's see how you fare against moving targets. You have a minute to score as many points as you can. The front target is worth 1 point, the middle one is worth 3, and the one at the back will score you 9 points.
And remember, the longer you pull back your bowstring, the more damage the shot will cause.
More damage means more points, but you have to balance power, firing rate, and accuracy. Let's see what you can do.
Alright.
Come on, lad. Get your bow out.
How do you manually aim? I didn't see it. We got lock on. Ranged attack.
Good strike. Good shooting. Powered shot.
Almost 300.
Excellent shooting, my lad. Do that in your skill test and I'll be most impressed. Next, we will learn about the ways of the will.
Speak to me when you're ready to continue with your training. I'll be heading to the island by the waterfalls.
Let's see here, just a second. Alright, let's see here. Yay for magic.
Want to practice melee combat?
Not really. Ah, the fucking silver keys. Ah.
Your path is dark. Only a light will reveal it, and you are not bright enough.
I swore you said something different. Oh well.
There's just the... It's time to learn about will powers. We'll begin by striking these straw dummies with lightning. All right, let's see what you've got. That's it. See how many you can hit in half a minute. Only attack dummies that are facing the center of the island. You won't get any points for hitting one on the back. You will only waste valuable mana. Using your will powers depletes your mana, and once used, it takes time to replenish.
Yeah, the only Fable game to offer mana.
excellent use of magic. Well done. Very good, lad. You have learnt the 3 hero disciplines. We can now move on to your final test if you're ready. Or you can spend some more time exploring the guild. I believe Whisper is about to go into the guild woods, if you wish to join her.
Oh man, sorry about that. I had a phone call. Continue or play? Not sure which side of the coin to use. I guess probably the blue side for continue and the red side for play, I guess. Ah! Drop the fucking coin. Continue.
I hope you're ready. Truly mastering a hero. The boy mastered the skills quickly, but there was always more to learn. For years, the guild was his home, his school, and his life. But as time passed, his thoughts returned always to the world outside. The life he had lost, the family that had been torn from him. At last, only the final day of tests remained. Success would mark the end of his training. He would receive the guild seal and be free to forge his own destiny. He would become a hero. Before you graduate, there is one final test you must complete. Enter the guild woods and go to the log at the top of the hill. The test will be revealed to you there. Good
God,
luck.
dude is so freaking ugly. Dude is just so ugly.
I suppose you're wondering how you pass the final test then. It's simple.
Simple.
You must defeat
me.
Using all you've learnt in your years of training. We'll begin with your sword. Hit me, if you can.
Hit me!
Good. You're quick. Put some anger in. Very good. Now, shoot me with your bow. Don't get... Excellent! And finally, cast lightning at me. That's enough. Yes, quite impressive for a novice. You will find real battles rather more fatal than this. But you have passed your final test, and you're ready to receive your guild seal from the guild master.
Yay. I can get my guild seal.
Well, this is the day, lad. I remember the first night you came to us. And look at you now. Maze's faith in you was well placed. Now come along. The graduation ceremony will take place in the Chamber of Fate, the oldest part of the guild.
Yay, no loading screen.
Let the apprentices approach.
Ah.
For many years now, you have worked hard to earn yourselves the title of hero. Today, that apprenticeship ends and you go out into the world to do great deeds. Deeds that will bring you the gratitude of thousands, or strike fear into their hearts. These are dark times. The shadows of Albion are stirring, and strange winds are blowing. Your choices, whether they lead you down the path of good or evil, will change the face of the world. Now, take your guild seals and venture forth as heroes.
That one bitch isn't clapping. Fuck her. Yeah, no loading screen.
It's time for you to leave us, lad. But you're still very much part of the guild. On the map table, you will find details of any quests the people of Albion wish heroes to perform. And you'll need to return often to focus all your experience into new skills. Only by doing this regularly will you advance as a hero. Step into the light, and I'll show you how to do this.
First, I think I'm gonna do... Yep, can't do anything else.
There is little else for me to teach you, but I will always be around to offer
Bodyguard all day.
And your guild seal will allow me to communicate with you at all times. You will also notice it
How's it
flashing
going,
when
man?
you have enough experience to spend. I have given you a basic pack of supplies. It'll be enough for a while. Now there's a whole world for you to explore. Check the guild for more quests.
God. They give you the option to turn that off, but I don't know if I want to, actually. Chicken chaser. Do you chase chickens? Don't break any laws. Wrong button. Here we are. Equipment. Skills logbook. Weapons, items. Lamp.
Your path is illuminated. Fancy that. You worked it out.
Yay. Okay, there's my mini-map. Forgot you could turn it off.
Anything going on? I wonder who that hero
Oh, you don't see it anymore. Can I steal his plate armor? That would be cool.
May I help, or are you just looking around?
Chicken chaser.
Oh, what? Used to be an adventurer like yourself, but look at me now. Begging to survive and getting bullied by this brat all the time.
Help the beggar or not? Nope.
I should have known better.
Look at this filthy pile of rags. He really expects people to...
Join with the bully? Yes.
Great. Try belt...
I used to be someone, you know. I was a great warrior. You too. Why don't you belch in his face? If you really want to impress people, try belching after the... I'm not putting up with this. There's plenty of other places to go. It's bullies like you that make old-timers' lives a misery.
Nice one, mate.
If you see anyone you don't like, it's always worth stopping to let them know. I'm sure you'll discover some great insults.
Well, I can't hang around. I've got to ruin his life some more.
Hey, Stinky, come back here.
Yay, Key. You are a super player.
Oi! You're new here, aren't you?
No.
We have some rules round here that you need to know about.
Don't care.
Bowerstone is a peaceful town. I'll have to confiscate your weapons for now. There are shops, inns, lots of different people, games, all kinds of things. Why not pay the tavern a visit first? It's the building in front of you, just up the road from here. Oh, and keep an eye open for Lady Grey. Treat her with respect. She is the mayor, after all. Have a look around and enjoy your stay in Bowerstone.
Looking to make a purchase?
Looking to make a purchase?
Don't go breaking any laws.
Chase. Hey, hello.
You all for impressed?
What? Oh, hello, forgive me. I'm Mr. Gout, the headmaster of the school here. Not that it's much of a school these days, the way Lady Grey keeps slashing our funding. Can you believe she sold half our library? As if mansions were more important than the education of our children. Anyway, if you could donate any suitable books you find on your...
What's going on there? Oh, hello.
Clothing!
Chicken chaser! Killer of chickens!
The killer of chickens.
Ah, there is an important quest card at the guild for you.
Important quest card at the guild for you. I didn't do anything.
Chicken chaser?
Well then, chicken chaser.
Hey Marcus, how you doing?
Salutations. Play card pairs.
Give me some beer.
Beer would be nice.
Busy, are you?
Chuck us over a beer, will ya?
Ah, wrong one. Oh, cool. Damn it.
I want a beer, please.
Aww.
Play card pairs.
So kind.
I'm gonna get more gold.
Give me some beer.
It was one time for shame Lionhead Studio shut down. Yeah. I'm I'm honestly still pissed at fucking Microsoft for shutting Lionhead down. And like that multiplayer game they were working on, I was excited to try it out. I just wanted to see what they were doing with it. And then, yeah, Microsoft was like, oh, not only canceling it, we're going to shut them down. Yeah, like I said, I'm still pissed at them for that. Fable is one of my top favorite franchises. I don't really have one in particular because there's things about each franchise between like Fable, between The Legend of Zelda, between like Mass Effect and Dragon Age. There's things about every franchise I like a lot. But there's not one that's like, oh my god, this is the best ever. You know? Yeah, it was really annoying. I hated it. I still hate it. And then when they canceled that game, Scalebound, I was just kind of like, what's with Microsoft canceling RPGs, huh? Come on. Yeah, they just finally made this backwards compatible today on the Xbox One, so now I can play all three of them finally, which is what I'm going to do. Oh my god, why is this taking so long? Yeah, I think it was like the third one wasn't as well received as like the second one was. And like some of the ones they had done after that, they did like that little like ragdoll platforming game, and then they had done the Kinect game, and then neither of those I was particularly interested in. And I think it's just because since they weren't as well received as like the first two games were, I think that's why Microsoft was just kind of like, oh, we don't need to do this anymore. Apparently nobody at Lionhead actually wanted to work on that. Oh, what was it called? Fable Heroes or Fable Legends. There you go. Yeah, Fable 3 was a good game. I liked it. Like I said, it did some things right, it did some things wrong. I think the main problem with Fable 3 was just mainly how the last half of the game after you became king or queen. Oh my god, this game is taking forever. Come on. Crap. But yeah, it's like you make a decision, then and then it fast forwards a bunch of time. It didn't really like warn anybody it was going to happen. It just happened. I think the game fucked up. Probably gonna have to restart it. I think the fact it was unique. Well, yeah, it was, becoming the monarch was fine. That was kind of the whole objective of the whole game. I mean, it's right on the cover with your character reaching for the crown. But no, I think the problem was just the fact that there was nothing really in between storyline-wise between when you became king or queen and the actual end of the game, the actual final missions. You had those decisions. It's like, oh, you have a year before it happens, and you make like 6 decisions, and then it happens, There wasn't like, oh, you did this decision, so this happens, It didn't give like a quest in addition to all of it outside of like the side quests, I mean, yeah, it was different. And, shit. I think I'm going to have to restart the game. And that will shut the stream down, so, yeah. I'm going to go ahead and do... What time is it anyway? Only 1:38. I got about an hour before my kids get out of school. Installations, you become king, you got to spit through the game, and that was it. Yeah, exactly. I think that's why some people didn't really like Fable 3. I thought it was a good game. I played the shit out of it when it came out. But yeah, it was just, I think that's why it just wasn't as well received, just because the last part of the game, after you become the monarch, just had no substance to it outside of like the side quests. And then, like I said, Fable Journey I was not interested in. I tried the demo for that side-scrolling game. It was okay. I wasn't going to spend the 10 or 15 bucks at what it cost to buy it. And I wanted to try out the multiplayer game, the Legends, just to see what that was like. But yeah, then they ended up canceling it. Rumors were that there was actually companies interested in purchasing Lionhead from Microsoft to keep that studio open, but they also wanted the Fable license to go with it. And supposedly the reason that never went through was because Microsoft wanted to hold on to the Fable license. And I'm like, my whole thing was, the last thing you did with it was a Kinect game that nobody asked for. Now we have that Fable card game that nobody also asked for. And I'm just kind of like, why? Why is it so hard to make an adventure game? Why? Yeah, shit. I'm gonna restart this. Yes, go ahead and stay on the stream if you can. I'm gonna restart the game and restart the stream. The game fucked up. Let's see here. Let me just stop the broadcast. Yeah, fuck.